This video is sponsored by Squarespace. What's up guys? Happy Sunday! It's flea market day here in Long Beach. I wanted to do something sort of different with this video, so instead of just like showing you things at the flea market, because I don't really think I'm going to buy anything today, I thought it would be cool to show you five zero waste things that you can buy secondhand. So when I say zero waste, I mean low waste, low impact, all that stuff, but zero waste is just sort of like easier for search. Am I even recording? Yes. So keep that in mind, and you don't have to live near a flea market to be able to buy this stuff. You can look at your thrift store, you can even look on eBay or other online secondhand retailers. These are just things that you could so easily find secondhand in most places, and they're usually made better, and yeah, I'm excited to show you guys. So let's go. Okay guys, I realize that this is very different from the settings of my normal videos, but we just left the flea market and I want to get this video finished and up for you guys. So we're filming at a park right now in the car still because it's hot outside and I don't have anything to sit on. So let's get into it. Let's talk about the 5 things that I think that you could buy secondhand, or the things that are really easy to find usually secondhand. The first thing is clothing and textiles. So this is a big one guys, because the fashion industry is the second largest polluting industry next to the oil industry. And if you think about it, there are so many clothes and so many textiles that are already out there that have already been created. So if you could shop from those first, even if you like look secondhand before you buy new, you could greatly reduce your carbon footprint and just save those pieces from ending up in the landfill. So I definitely recommend looking secondhand. You guys saw my ThredUp video. There are tons of other resources that you can use to shop secondhand. There are lots of other websites, thrift stores, garage sales, even like clothing swaps with friends. I know my sister and I swap clothes all the time. So definitely try secondhand before buying new. At the flea market today, we went to my favorite vendor that just has like boxes and boxes of clothes and textiles. They used to just have mostly like bedding and blankets and stuff, but this time they had just huge boxes of jeans and sheets and rugs. There's this one rug that I really wanted to get, and I was convinced that it was going to be like $25 because my sister got a rug from them for that price, but this one was bigger and it was still sort of early in the day, so I didn't end up getting it because they wanted $100 for it. But anyway, you could definitely find deals when you shop secondhand, and there's just so much stuff out there that's already been created. The second thing that I highly recommend trying to find secondhand is glass jars. So I found a couple of them at the flea market today, but this is definitely something that you could very easily find at a thrift store. I highly recommend when you're shopping for glass jars to open them to make sure they don't have any funky smells or stains, and also to make sure that the lid of the glass jar, like the rim, isn't broken in any way. I really love glass jars that have glass lids, but before I buy those secondhand, I always open the jar and I sort of obviously very carefully run my finger around the glass part of the lid and even like the inside of the lid, because a lot of times if those weren't taken care of, people would like slam the lid down on the top of the jar and it could crack, and you don't want broken glass in your food. So just double check that your jars are in good condition before you buy them. But other than that, you can find so many glass jars at the thrift store, especially like around wedding season. I've noticed that my thrift store gets like an influx of mason jars that are brand new. I found almost all the WEC jars that I have at the thrift store, and they were sort of like together with some jars that you could tell someone tried to make candles with and then gave up, so they just donated them all to the thrift store. But I love glass jars for storing my food, for drinking out of obviously, and then for gifting too. Another category that I highly recommend looking for secondhand are kitchen utensils. So this is a big one because I feel like a lot of the utensils or like kitchen appliances nowadays are made out of plastic and they are made to not last very long. But I love finding metal tools secondhand, like citrus juicers, even like potato mashers. Funnels are another good one, or colanders. I found a lot of really cute ones today at the flea market. I didn't end up buying any of this stuff, by the way. I just wanted to show you so that you guys could see some options that are out there. But those are definitely great things to buy in metal, like stainless steel, or in like an enamel cast iron situation. Those will last forever, and they'll last a lot longer than their plastic counterparts for sure. I also found this vendor at the flea market that I thought was so cool. They had silver, like real silverware, and it was all divided up, you know, by type. And they had these really cute little tiny forks and spoons, and I thought they would be so great in like a zero waste kit. I just use the forks and spoons that I have in my kitchen so that I don't have to keep track of anything extra. But if you wanted a specific zero waste kit, finding utensils at a thrift store would be such a great option, especially these tiny ones, because you could fit them in your bag super easily. And they were incredibly beautiful. The designs on these were like sort of art deco and just so different from anything new that you'd find today. The next thing that I love finding secondhand is mixing bowls. So most all of my bowls are Pyrex, and I love these because I can bake in them. They're really sturdy. They are glass, but they are made out of a certain kind of glass that doesn't break easily, and I love the sort of like 60s design on them. But you can find some really beautiful, even older ones that are ceramic and just really hardy and gorgeous. And again, these are going to be less expensive than the things that you'll buy new, but better quality. And then the last category I'm going to share in this video is storage boxes. So there were so many really beautiful woven boxes or metal or wooden crates at the flea market that I found today, and these would be just so great for like organizing stuff in the kitchen, for storing your reusable rags, for even like storing your cleaning supplies, storing anything really, right? So I love favoring those natural things over plastic because plastic will break down, and when I throw it away it'll just end up in the landfill. But if I buy something wooden, if it breaks, I can like break it up and compost it. Same thing with a lot of the woven stuff as well. The natural fibers are really what I go for, and that's like a real zero waste thing, right? Because when it reaches the end of its life, it can be composted and it won't just stay in a landfill for years and years after. So my one tip I want to end this video with is just pay attention to materials. When you're shopping, even when you're shopping secondhand, it's a good idea to try to avoid plastic because plastic will end up in the landfill when it breaks. And a lot of the metal things that were made a long time ago were made to last, and they were really built to last, so you can end up holding on to them for a really long time. So that's one of the reasons that I love shopping secondhand, aside from the fact that you can just find really unique stuff and stuff that's a lot cheaper than what you would buy in a store today. This video is sponsored by Squarespace. Again, I'm so grateful for them for supporting my content without interfering with it, like you guys have heard me say in other videos. So if you are interested in making a website, or if you need a domain, an online store, even like a landing page that just has your info, like your basic info and like Instagram handle, definitely make it with Squarespace. They have beautiful templates that are easy to use and 24/7 customer support. And they've really helped me to take my business and my website to the next level. So if you're interested in doing the same, you can follow the link in my description for your free trial and 10% off your first order. And that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this very casual video. Let me know in the comments below what your most recent thrifted find was and where you like to shop secondhand the best. Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching this video, for subscribing to my channel, and thank you to those of you who are supporting me on Patreon, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.